Shit is crazy, man. But I really went live, man. I'm like, yo, this nigga Tupac was bugging out. You know what I mean? We gonna let this shit ride while we look at this shit. But this nigga Tupac, right?
An article from September
You know what I mean?
17th, sorry, September
He on the
16th,
East Coast.
1996.
You know what I mean? Almost got his head knocked off for fucking with gangster niggas like him and Jimmy Hinchman and Haitian Jack and all them niggas. You know what I mean? End up getting his head almost knocked off. Then he end up, all right, cool. He go to jail, come home on bail, go to the West Coast and start dealing with some real gangster niggas, and did get his head knocked off. Moral of the story is, even though I love Pac, this nigga Pac was doing too much, man. He was fucking with some niggas out of his league, and he was doing too much, man. Rest in peace, Tupac, though, man. What y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. You think? And then let's get to these gangsters that he was fucking with. Two of them in jail, because the niggas he was fucking with on the East Coast, them niggas end up getting deported. They're going to jail for life on some different shit. You see what I'm saying? He went to the West Coast now. Start fucking with the gangsters over there. Now this nigga Keefy D all twirled up. You know what I mean? Keefy D looked like he had something going on for him, man. Word up. He looked like things was moving. He was getting keys. He didn't even need the rap game. And
The rivalry escalating
nigga get caught up with this Tupac shit, man. This nigga Tupac, I don't wanna lie. He love fucking with these gangster niggas and getting twined up, and now he end up 6 feet deep and got twined up. Rest in peace, Tupac, man. But yo, man, sometimes you gotta know to leave the gangster shit alone, man. Cause look at these niggas in court. Look at Sada for himself. You know what I mean? This nigga Keefy D, he was a gangster. You know what I mean? Then he started doing podcasts and telling niggas, you know what I mean, crime. Well, these proffers I'm seeing a lot of niggas taking proffers that we ain't know take proffers and shit like that. We ain't know these niggas was taking proffers, you know. But these niggas was taking proffers, talking to the feds, and doing crime. But hold up, there's another thing that niggas is jumping over too. I should have played it on this channel. But Keefy D said he was in a van when they went to 666, right? He was in a van and he named niggas that was in the van with him. Now, one of these names, you know, it's like people are skipping over one of these names that was in the van with him when they was waiting for Pac and Suge to come to 666. One of those names that was in the motherfucking van with him, he said was BMF Big Meech. Now we all know BMF Big Meech is a Crip, but nobody knew that he was in the van. Is this serious? Big Meech was in the van, or maybe I heard it fucked up. If I heard it fucked up, somebody say something. But the nigga said Big Meech from Detroit, BMF was in the van when they went to get at Pac and Suge Knight. And we all know BMF came on, this nigga Meech been affiliated with the Crips. That nigga came on YouTube or one of them podcasts and saying, yo, you know, I'm a big Crip. So was he really in the van? Did Meech really try to go take out Tupac? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. But yeah, man, Keefy D, these Crip niggas, man, I ain't gonna lie, these Crip niggas in Compton was really going hard. Cause you got Big U, he's all twined up too. Then you got now Keefy D, he twined up cause it's out of a technicality. That's why you gotta go to trial sometime. When you facing big time, you gotta go to trial. Cause the only way, look at this nigga sleeping in the background. Look at this nigga right there sleeping in the judgy.
Let me make sure I
Let me
have
turn it
all
up so
the-
y'all can hear it a little bit. Uh, yeah, yeah. So like I say, these Crip niggas had Compton on lock. Big U, Monster, Cody, this nigga right here, they was on some gangster shit. But getting back to the source of the matter, like I said, I need people to look into this. Was Big Meech in the vehicle when they went to get at Pac? This is breaking news, man. Breaking news, man. You heard it first. I don't know. He might have said one of Big Meech BMF niggas, or did he say Big Meech from BMF from Detroit? Now, I'm covering this trial and shit. This nigga, I don't know what the fuck he getting in. I don't know this internet shit. I mean, I do live, I do my little storytelling and shit like that. But this is a lesson to all kids out there. Stay out this gangster life. Cause just for fame and fortune, made this nigga start telling about a crime that end up, well, not really fame and fortune, cause they grabbed him on a motherfucking drug charge, lined him up, took him into the room, gave him this cup of coffee and his donut, and was like, yo, listen, this is how it's going down. We want to hear something. Were you involved in Biggie? The nigga was like, nah. He dry snitched a little. That wasn't us. When you say that wasn't us, that's dry snitching. That was them niggas. All right, cool. You dry snitch. They was like, he just came out and was like, but what was us is Tupac. Why did you bring up that shit? Oh, them niggas was dead. You trying to shake out of a drug charge. All right, cool. He got famous with it because that's why I can't trust police, man. They gave the nigga a deal. Say, yo, you ain't gonna get prosecuted. But look how this fucking shit's set up. You don't get prosecuted in that state because you had a deal with them, but you ain't have a deal over here. You have a deal in Nevada. You had a... Hold on. What's going on with Son in the Black just came in?
Yes, sir.
So did you coordinate with anyone to assist California authorities in locating these individuals?
I did.
Shorty was the detective.
There's also someone in New York that there's a compelling order for, correct?
Yeah, shit
I'm not
crazy.
sure if that order was served or issued, but yes, I know the individual.
Did you locate someone by the name of Anthony Gomez in New York?
Yes, sir.
And he is currently on probation.
Correct.
And there's an effort to locate what jurisdiction he was in order to get him.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, son, they just talking about the case right now. But what I'm saying is this.
With the people who weren't cooperating.
What I'm saying is this.
despite the
Big
California
Meech,
authorities
breaking news. Big Meech was in the van when Keefe D and them niggas went to 666 to get at Pac. And then, you know, they said Keefe D came out of the van and got in the car with Lando in them. Now, Lando and them was hotheads. But they looked like they was balling too. And it wasn't even Lando that snatched the nigga Pac. The other little nigga Chain. It was one of them little niggas snatched the nigga Chain. And because Lando must have been the head of the little OGs or whatever, you know what I mean? They must have got at him. That's why Baby Lane and Pac got at Baby Lane. But yo, man, Pac was just fucking around with some gangsters. He was fucking around with some gangsters on the east side. You know what I mean? Niggas had to get him up out of there because, you know, Ace and Jack, Ace and they was gonna finish him up. Not allegedly. They wasn't gonna finish him up. I don't know nothing about them niggas finishing him up, but I'm saying that he had beef with some Brooklyn niggas. You know what I mean? Let's cut, you know, niggas from my hood. Word up. Real niggas, real types. You know what I mean? And he had to get up out of there. He went to the West Coast And look what happened to him over there. Niggas buried him because he was getting in too much trouble, man. He was thinking, that's why I be telling these niggas, man, these niggas be rappers. They make $1 million fucking dollars, and then they want to decide to get back in the streets. That's crazy, man. But we on the gate. We on the gate, man. We doing a Tupac trial right now. This is the one he's interviewing. The detective. You know, Shorty was in charge of.
Thank you, Detective.
Alright. That DA, he ain't playing. That's all I'm talking about. But this nigga tap dancing around the courtroom. You know what I mean? With his hair back. I don't know how the fuck you gonna defend a nigga. I tell you, it's gonna be technicalities why this nigga walk.
Well, your testimony is
you know what I mean? It's gonna be
based on
technicalities
your
if you walk.
work with Clifford Mogg from 2023 on.
Well, I've worked with retired Detective Mogg since 2018.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I
in
need y'all to like and
2018,
subscribe, man.
What did you do?
I need the numbers up, man. Like and subscribe, man. I don't got the equipment and shit like that. I don't want no funds or nothing like that. But like and subscribe, man. Put up some new content. Get my shit out there, man.
And so from
On the
2018
gate.
to
So people can go down the
2023,
gate with me, man. Get some of these famous niggas, man.
you didn't do anything of real note.
Word up.
Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yo,
Now,
shout out
as
DJ
a
Laz,
member
man.
of Metro,
I mean, Laz TV.
not to qualify.
You know what I mean? Shout out Ja Ace TV. Shout out Pimp, homie, big homie, GKB. You know, he got a little podcast. Shout out Mandu. I think he got a little podcast going. Shout out 050, put it in the comment section. GL, shouting out 050. You know what I mean? Shout out the whole Jamaica, the whole Brooklyn, the whole New York, all of the homies out there. You know, all of the kids stay in school or you gonna be in the courtroom just like this nigga. In the live.
Report, I would assume, like, for instance, if you pull someone for a traffic ticket and on the citation, you can write some notes or something along those lines. That would be required to do.